Never have sexual intercourse with these types of women. They are very dangerous. Yes, they are very dangerous. They can destroy your life. Number one, fetish women. There are some women, they are so fetish. When I say fetish, they are so fetish. I know you will tell me, how would you know? There are some ladies, they put on waist bead. You might think it is there for fashion, but for some women, it's not for fashion. Most of these waist bead, waist chain you see on their waist is for spiritual purposes. You might not know. At times, you see them with a waist bead, and you might think, this is for fashion. She wants to look plump. She wants her waist to look. That's a lie. For some ladies, those things you see on their waist, they are charms. They are voodoo to attract men. They are voodoo to control men. They are evil manipulative tool to control you, to make you obsessed, or for any other purpose. I'm not saying it must be to control you or to attract you or a charm for you to like her and like her. It can be for any other purpose, to steal your destiny. And again, at times, you see some women, you see a red piece of cloth in their handbag or something tied with red in their handbag. You don't pay attention. I know you cannot search through her bag, but you can try at least to see what is there, especially if it is one night stand, which is not encouraged. You see some fetish things, cowries. What are they meant for? Do you know who their parents are? You know what their mission is. You think all they want is just sex and all of that. At times, guys, you need to be careful. Women nowadays are so desperate for men, either for marriage or for money or for any other thing. 50% of some women, they go diabolical to even get a good husband, a rich husband of their choice. At times, you see some women, when they get into your bedroom, they start rubbing powder on their face, a white powder or anything. At times, it might not be a normal powder. Don't doubt this. Don't doubt this. You can't just take a lady's powder and start rubbing. These powders, they are for a purpose. The moment they rub this powder, you begin to do what they want. They begin to manipulate you. And even if you don't do what they want, or maybe there is something she has been asking you and you have refused, the moment she rubs this powder or does this thing, you see yourself doing this thing unwillingly, yet you cannot stop because you are being manipulated. Avoid fetish women. If you are with a woman, you see her behaving strangely, or even with a waist bead, be very careful. Another set of women you should avoid. Guys, avoid them. Prostitutes, sex workers, avoid them. Do you know how many men have slept with them? You know how many men have slept with them? Stop doing one night stand. I know that some guys, they don't want to hear this. Stop doing one night stand. You just pick up a girl, a random girl, and you sleep with her. Do you know how many people have slept with her? Let's assume this girl is not evil. Most of the guys she has slept with, maybe one might be evil. They must have done something to her. You don't know. For a lady who decides to do prostitution, they are faced with lots of risk. They will meet ritualists. They will meet Yahoo people. They will meet scam and all of that. They might have been destroyed spiritually already. The moment you hang out with her, she transfers all of this to you. Be very careful. And beside that, many men have slept with her. Many men. Abortions. Her womb has been tampered with severally over and over again. And secondly, most of all these prostitutes, they are spiritual. They are spiritual. They have spiritual protection. An ordinary plain lady nowadays, with the way the world is dangerous, cannot just submit herself to prostitution without spiritual backup. They have backup in case anything happens. Most of their parents are evil, from evil family. Maybe they might have done juju for them or any other thing for protection. They use jazz. It is very hard for a woman to enter into prostitution, sex worker, without any spiritual backup. That is very dangerous. Of course, they cannot have the backup of God because what they are doing is evil, but they have spiritual backup. There are many prostitutes, they go for baths, spiritual baths, to make them stronger. They do charms, voodoo, spiritual backup, to avoid meeting evil people, to avoid meeting spiritualists, ritualists. Yes, and organ harvesters. There are some men too, they are evil. So some women, they don't just enter this type of business with empty hand. It's very hard. The few ones you see, they are novice. Because my friend is doing it. This girl is doing it. She has been a sex worker. She has been this. Look at her cars. Look at her life. They just jump into it without knowing what it takes. Without knowing what they are doing. They die on time. They are used for rituals. In Nigeria, every day, every week, you hear news of women being killed. Innocent girls who want quick money. They don't want to work. They want quick money from men. They are being used day by day. So because of this, most sex workers, prostitutes, they don't go empty-handed. They are well protected. They are heavily protected. It is hard to see an empty prostitute, a sex worker, who has been doing this for so long. Nothing has happened to her. Nothing has happened to her. She has money. She live off this business and she's still okay. She's fine. My dear. She has been washed severally. She has one babalawo, one juju person. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. So be very careful. Don't ever hang out with women like this. They are evil. There are some sex workers. They have a charm they use to withdraw money from a man's wallet. They can drug you. When you are asleep, they steal from you or take out a red stuff, clean your stuff, your manhood, and keep in their bag. Use for any other thing. So be very careful. Different bad things happen to men nowadays. Don't be a victim before you learn. Be careful. Another set of women you should avoid, lesbians. Stay away from lesbians. There are women, they love other women. And they start this as a joke. You see some women, jokingly, they touch other women. Look at your breast. Look at your this. Look at your this. There are some ladies, they enjoy touching other girls, jokingly. Back in school, I had such classmates. I don't joke with them. Look at your nyash. Look at your hip. Look at your this. Touching you, they enjoy it. They enjoy it. They love touching themselves out of joke. And there are plenty in school hostels. The reason why some parents in Nigeria at a point, they don't even want their children to be in school hostel, not to be polluted. Never you have anything to do with lesbians. They are evil. For a woman to have interest, sexual interest in another woman, she has a demon manipulating her. She needs to go for a deliverance. Yes, and you can't be caught with a woman like this. If not, we have a lot to pay for it. So be very careful. Try to watch the women you are dating. When you go out or when they are with their friends, do they touch each other funnily? Is she so intimate with her girlfriend? When two ladies are too tight nowadays, you cannot trust them except their siblings, okay? Another set of women you should never have sexual intercourse with, no matter how moved you are. Women who use sex toys. There are some women, they use sex toys. They have high sexual taste. In fact, no man can satisfy them. They use different sex toys to satisfy themselves. That is evil. That act is evil. Women like this will always cheat on you. Let's leave the dangerous aspect of it now. A woman who uses sex toy can never be satisfied because they have directly or indirectly widened that space that nothing can fit in. They compare your speed with that of a vibrator and all of that. Women who do that, they are called sex addicts. What are you doing with a sex addict? You might say, you like it. They are so good on bed, they are this. But these types of women, they are not good for marriage. A woman like that can sleep with your elder brother. A woman like that can sleep with anybody close to you because they have this sex drive. There are some women, they have great sex drive. It becomes an addiction. When their bodies, in fact, at that point, they cannot even, in fact, they can't recognize themselves again. They can't recognize themselves. At this point, they are willing to sleep with gates men, even cleaners. The reason why you see some rich men, their wives, they sleep with cleaners, houseboys, random guys on the street, even when their husbands very rich, because of this high sexual drive. Even if you are there to give it to her, she wants variety. She wants different style. She wants different men. So run away from women like this. They will do you no good. Finally, never you sleep with a woman who has a child for another man without you verifying their relationship. Never you do that. I'm not saying if a woman has a child, you cannot date her. You cannot go for her. But make sure that the connection between herself and the father is totally cut off. If not, you would always have intruder in your relationship. Once in a while, the father of a kid would come to visit the child in your house. and she's there with him. Remember their ex. They once like themselves. No matter how much you hate your ex, when they are with you, there is a feeling. Your body will still do jiggy jiggy. The reason why when you are out of a relationship, you cut all ties. What if yours had a child for him? That child is a solid connection, and that child wants to visit the dad. The mom at times might want to go with her or him, as the case may be. By so doing, she's getting closer to her ex. It's as if she's now married to two men. Can you cope with a life like this? Except the father of the child is no more or married with children. And even if he's married with children, there is still a possibility that one day, if they are together alone in the room, yes, something can still happen. You will not have peace. That's the truth. You will not have peace. Every time she goes to see the baby daddy with the child, you will not have peace. Every time the baby daddy comes to your house to see the child, except you don't love her. If you truly love her, you want to keep her, you would have a sense of jealousy. Yes, reasonable jealousy. The future of that your union is not certain, except it's just like one night stand also, which is also very dangerous. But if you want a woman for keep, make sure you investigate the connection between her and the baby daddy before you go ahead for any form of commitment. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not. Make sure the bell notification is turned on. Do well and give this video a thumbs up. Please like this video, like to encourage us, share with your friends. And to you my regular viewers, thank you so much. I love you so much. God will bless you a lot. Okay, I will see you again. Run away from women like this, they will destroy your life.